one thing about this is teaching me to be very, very obedient. And I was not obedient to God's voice about go ahead and doing this this video on last week, and so now I'm having all kind of chaos going on. But you know, we're gonna keep on keeping on. What's up, everybody? I want to welcome you all to another episode of What's Coming Out of Your Mouth, Mindset Mondays. So let me tell y'all, I've been trying not to do this Mindset Monday since last Monday. And that is because what I want to talk about, don't run from affliction. And I don't know where that came from, why I wanted to talk about that. You know, it just came to my head. So I was like, what do I want to say about not running from affliction? And so I just pondered about it. I was like, oh, I don't want to go in here and get to talking and trying to encourage somebody and tell them something. And I really don't know from what area I wanted to focus on with it. But anyway, it kept staying on me all week. And then Saturday I woke up and something just said read Psalms 18, which was talking about God helping David defeat his enemies. So I was like, okay, don't run from affliction. God helping David run from his enemies. And then I was like, okay, so maybe I need to help somebody who is struggling with different type of enemies, whether it's something that's a mental thing, physical thing, or a actual person that they're going through some type of affliction from, or internal affliction, whatever it may be. So I'm also reading a book called The Four Agreements. Can you be quiet, please? Be quiet. And one of the four agreements is don't take anything personally. And I think that kind of goes along with my topic, don't run from affliction, because it says that nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be a victim of needless suffering. So I was like, okay, God, I see what you're doing here. You know, people don't need to run from affliction. And a lot of times, I kind of talked about this in one of my previous videos. We are groomed to react to things that people say and things that people do. But I think it's time to change that mindset. Here we go, it's coming together. That we shouldn't take things that people say and do personally, because it's a reflection of something that's coming from them. Okay, so I got a lot of feedback on my previous video that people never realize why you should not take things personal from other people, and realize that it's a reflection of the other person. And I think that people, everything is a perception. Is a perception thing. And so however you perceive it, you're going to perceive that thing in every encounter. So if you think a certain thing about people, you're going to always perceive that, no matter who it is, whoever you come in contact with, whatever perception you have on a certain topic or a certain issue, you're going to put that off on the other person. So, okay, so thinking about not taking things personal, I think you have to be intentional. And what I mean by that, you have to be strategic. When you know you're going around different people where they may give off certain vibes or always say something that's going to be triggering to you, you just have to be strategic and tell yourself, okay, I'm going over here. Nothing that he says, nothing that she says is going to bother me, because I'm not going to pick up their energy and allow it to make me feel some kind of way, because I know that whatever they say or do is a reflection of how they feel, based on, you know, the wisdom that I'm learning. So that way I don't have to worry about becoming offended. And once people realize that they can no longer trigger you then eventually either you're going to stop going around them or they're going to stop doing things that make you not want to come around them. Okay, I also want to talk about being stuck. And three things that I want to kind of say that could keep people stuck. Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's finances, and sometimes it's family, or it could be your circle, but we're going to just categorize them under family. So 3 F's could be the fear, finances, or family. Now, fear, we all know that just like me, I want to say that it was fear that was taken because I didn't really know the direction to go with that title or that thought. I didn't want to get on here and be misleading, so I want to say that it was fear. But maybe somebody just needed to hear me say, don't run from affliction. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody else may needed to hear me say, let God help you fight your enemies. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that was the message in itself, and I'm over here not being obedient and not passing that message along when it was somebody that needed to hear that word. So hopefully it still reached the ears that it needed. So in finances, we always say, okay, I want to start a business, but I already got my other bills going on, or I want to buy something, but I can only afford it. But can we really not afford the things that we want or that we desire to start? Or is it a lack of planning on our behalf to prepare ourselves to use our finances for the certain things? Or what if it's taking a leap of faith to grow your finances? What is hindering you from that? You know what I'm saying? What patterns and practices are you utilizing that's causing you to not be able to use your finances the way you want to? So I think that's something to think about. And when it comes down to family or your circle, I've been hearing a lot lately that you are the sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. That's not a new thing. I've heard that countless times in my life. But right now, as I'm doing my self-work and I'm trying to grow to be the best woman that I could be, I feel like that's more important now than it have ever been. So it don't matter if it's a family member or if it's a friend that you all been friend with or an associate. When you look at the collective of the 5 people or however many people that you constantly surround yourself with, how are they rubbing off on you? What patterns are you picking up from them that's negatively affecting your life? And I think that's very powerful, because if you think about it, you're always around negative people, you eventually start being negative. You always around broke people. Either you going broke trying to finance the things that you want to do by having them in your company, or you just become broke too because you don't have the motivation to keep going and keep reaching the height that it is that you are supposed to reach. So I think that's a very powerful thing to realize, that whoever you're around is either bringing you down or helping you grow up. You know what I'm saying? Or helping you prepare to the next level. So I think that's very powerful. It's so simple, but it's very powerful when you think about you have to really be intentional and strategic with everything that you do in life in order to get the outcome that you set out to get. And if you are not getting the outcome, are you properly planning or setting a goal to for the outcome that you want to reach? It's so many things that we always, if people say they're not getting what they want to get in life, or their life is going this way or that way, well, how did you set out for your life to go? Are you just waking up and doing whatever the day brings, or are you waking up with a plan? It's simple as that. You either, I always forget how to say this, you either plan to fail, or if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I think that's big. And I just think that overall, as you continue to grow into how you want to be in life, I think you have to ask yourself, how do you view yourself? Because also, just as well as other people putting their perception out on us, we put our perceptions out on other people. So in other words, however I look at myself, that's how I that's how my attitude, that's how I project on other people. So if I view myself as a positive person, then I'm project positivity. If I view myself as lackluster or unattractive or whatever, I'm going to bring that energy to wherever I go. And so they gonna pick up off of that and they gonna receive me as that and respond or react to that energy that I'm bringing. And so I think that we have to be very cognizant of how we view ourselves, and then we can start to think about how others view us. Because if you don't have a good view of yourself, your thought of how other people view you is always going to be skewed. So another of the 4 agreements that goes along with this is, I'll say, don't make assumptions. That's big. Y'all know what they say when you make a when you assume, you make a out of you and me. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. So this says, find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. So if you want to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama, you want to make sure you clearly communicate with people. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. And so that's what I want these Mindset Mondays to help people do, and help myself to transform our lives. You know, transform our thinking, transform our verbiage on how we talk about ourselves and how we talk to others, and how we talk about our future, and how we talk about our right now, because our right now will eventually manifest into our future. So we have to be very careful with the words that we're using. And when it says don't make assumptions, I wrote down this quote earlier. When you see yourself as a victim and not as a victor, you compromise your control. So if you automatically, when I say, how do you see yourself? And if you see yourself as a victim, somebody always talking about me, I'm the black sheep of the family, or I never win in life, the good things never happen to me. Okay, you seeing yourself as a victim. So you're releasing your control to be a victor, to say I'm always a victim, things that work out for me. So you're leading with that negative energy. You're leading with that negative attitude. So guess what? Negative things are going to continue to surround you. You know, so I think we have to be very intentional on the thoughts that come in our heads, the words that come out of our mouth, and the actions that we proceed with. All right, you guys. I want to remind you all to not run from affliction, and whatever that means in your life. You know, I hope you all have enjoyed this episode of Mindset Monday. I hope it wasn't too scatterbrained. I'm just so many thoughts coming in my head, and I just keep telling my mom, like, I gotta get on here and do this video, but I was really running from it. So I want to thank God that I was finally being obedient and coming on here and sharing this word with y'all. I hope it resonates with whoever need to resonate with, and if you know somebody who need to hear this, please share this video with them. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please scroll down and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. If you all have any topics that you would like for me to discuss on Mindset Mondays, give my opinion on it, please feel free to reach out to me. Or if you would like to be a guest, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.